If a fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise. Hello and welcome to Pajama Principles, where I explain some of my life's guiding principles while wearing my PJs. Today's comes from William Blake in The Marriage of Heaven and Hell in the section called The Proverbs of Hell, where he says, or he writes, if a fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise. I spoke with someone at a party, a Hanukkah party the other night, who's doing some really innovative, unique work in the cannabis industry. I won't go into details because that's not my story to tell. But suffice it to say, at one point in the conversation, they said, "This is my life's work." And I replied, "You are uniquely situated to do this work based on the skills and experiences you have." And this is what I mostly mean when I say if a fool would persist in his folly, he would become wise. If you have this thing, this idea that you know is true to your heart and soul and being, that is a thing to do, that you are uniquely situated to do, other people may call it folly, may call it stupid, may tell you, no, do something more secure, get a safer job. But when you know, you have to persist. And if you persist in what others think of as folly, you may become wise. I say may because nothing's a guarantee in this world. But when you act on what is true to you, what is 100% you, and is your calling, your purpose in this world, you're most likely eventually going to end up in success. And I'm not just talking about your 37th cool idea. I'm talking about the things that really resonate. Like me and my work using tabletop role-playing games similar to Dungeons and Dragons to do growth, exploration, and healing work with people. I've spent years playing these games. I grew up with them. And I've also spent years working with people and their spiritual growth, exploration, and healing. So putting the two together was natural for me. And I persist in my folly. In fact, I sometimes say persisting in folly since 1969. I also think of it in a more daily way, that if we do things that maybe are foolish, maybe aren't the smartest thing to do, we learn and grow from the experiences when they don't always succeed the way we want to. But really, the way I really think about it and mean it, and my life's work, is to help people and myself to find that thing that makes them come alive, that thing that others might say is foolish, might say is ridiculous and not smart to do, to find that thing that speaks true to who they are and accompany them as they do that folly, so that they can indeed become wise and be successful. If this interests you, contact me at the information below or above, and we can set up a complimentary call. 30 minutes, I call it a clarity call. Complimentary, I like to say, in that I'll be nice to you and you won't pay anything for it. And we can talk about what it might look like to work together as you want to persist in your folly. Love and blessings, everybody, and I'll talk to you later.